When I chose healthcare, number one, I wanted something that I knew was always going to be around. And where, regardless of what you do, people will always need healthcare. I could have chose to be a nurse. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't like the hours. Medical assisting, did everything that I needed to do. With hour-wise, when I did this, I was a single parent. I laugh and tell people 3.5 kids. And it was just no way that I could, manage all of the kids and do nursing 12 hours out of the day. I couldn't do it. So medical assisting was a great fit for me. The program allows and trains individuals to be entry-level medical office assistants. That means that it gives you a basic set of skills that you can go into a doctor's office and work and assist in patient care. Some of the advantages that I found, being able to work normal hours, 8 to 5, weekends, holidays, typically you get those off. If you luck up and get into the right professions, you could end up with some summers off. I mean, holidays is a big deal, especially if you are a mom, a single mom or something that's working, that's got kids, you want to spend that extra time with them. This is a great fit. When I first started down this road, I worked at a college health center for 7 years. And then one day it hit me, you have the advantages to go to school. So when I started off on that journey, I just took classes and kept moving with it. I had a good counselor that worked with me, and I just kept moving through it. When my kids were little, let me tell you, those guys were great. They would hold my flashcards for me, and they helped me get through school. They couldn't even read. And they would sit there and go, "Yay, mommy," whether it was right or wrong. They helped me learn all 208 of those bones in the body. And it was the best feeling because I got to be there to take care of my kids. And here's the other benefit of it. My kids actually watched me gain an education. It doesn't have to be an obstacle. You just have to have somebody in your corner, some support system in place, which I did. I had my mom, a grandmother, an aunt, somebody. You need some support system. And it has to be important to you. Because if it's important to you, you'll make a way. You'll find a way. First time college student. I was the first one to graduate in my family. And with them watching me, it's now important to them. Every kid has gone to college, has some type of sense about them as far as college degrees and whatnot. And I've got one that's out in California that has a master's in fine arts. We actually raced for that. When we finished, we walked in the same graduation ceremony for our bachelors. It was son number 2, and we were both on the same path for graduation. And he flew in because he had been out doing something with some show that he had some awards for the college. And he came from the airport, put on his cap and gown, and got in line with me. He was actually in front of me. And he looked at me and he says, "Nope." He says, "Mom, I want you to go first." And he moved me in front of him. And that was just the coolest thing ever. When we finished, it was a race on to see who was going to finish their master's first. He beat me by 3 weeks because his program ended just before mine. I could have stayed as a medical assistant with just that associate's degree, okay? And we talk about stackable credentials in this program. So I could have stayed at that associate degree and I would have been fine. But that wasn't enough for me because I knew I wanted to get to a point of leadership. I wanted to be more developed with the critical thinking and that advanced degree, moving up to that bachelor's and then up to that master's. That's what does that. When people are looking at this profession, you need to stop and think about it. What is your need? Where do you intend to go with this? What do you want to see happen? You get the right paperwork behind you, you can do a lot of different things. And believe it or not, the medical assistants that I am aware of, if they're trained appropriately, the doctors will take great care of them. They are valued in the practices because the medical office, that's what we do. We're the ones that's taking care of the patients in that medical office. And the doctors absolutely love us because we work under their direction and they like that.